It's definitely the middle of summer. It feels like summer outside, but if you walk in a Dollar Tree, you would think you needed a sweater. It was time to cozy up. Hey, it's Megan. Welcome back to another Dollar Tree video. This time we are doing 20 Dollar Tree DIYs for fall. I know it's a little early, but if you're a regular Dollar Tree shopper, then you know that once it's gone, it's gone. Dollar Tree's putting out their fall decor. I'm putting out this video. All that said, we got a lot to get through. We're doing 20 DIYs. And we're getting started right now. A really simple DIY that can be used year-round is to snatch up one of Dollar Tree's candle holders. It does not matter the style or the color, and then grab some of their burner covers. You get two to a pack. We are using the smaller burner cover for this DIY. Then gel super glue, also available at Dollar Tree, but you can use E6000 just the same. I'm just not a big E6000 fan. I can't do the smell. I know they make odorless. I really like the gel super glue. And then hot glue for an immediate hold. So glue your candlestick and your burner cover together, then spray paint it or hand paint it the color of your choice. Then you can also pick up some of DT's candle holders along with their candles. And that is it, my friend. Fill up your tray with some fall florals. Or the great thing about this DIY is this is decor that can be switched out year round. So you want to make it into Christmas? Awesome. Use some Christmas picks. Or summer? Great. You can just use some summer picks. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and I love that it can be used year round. Another idea for fall is that Dollar Tree will sell these larger MDF boards year round. You can get a beware sign. They have one I haven't seen in stores yet, but it's like a scarecrow sign. I'm using one from Valentine's Day. Like I said, it doesn't matter which sign you use. Just paint your sign or hand paint it white or off-white. I prefer spray painting. That's my paint of choice. And then snatch up one of their pumpkins. If you're using a cloth pumpkin or a pumpkin that's coated in burlap, if you use gel super glue, take it all the way around the perimeter, like make a circle. You can cut it in half. And what the gel super glue does is it prevents the pumpkin from fraying. Then if you grab a little pack of their tumbling tower blocks, you're going to glue your blocks together using wood glue or gel super glue and make the letters FLL. So we're spelling out the word fall, and to cover up where the blocks are put together, because we don't want it to look like we glued blocks together, we're just using some of Dollar Tree's burlap ribbon and cutting that away. So this is what we have so far. We have F, pumpkin as the A, LL, and you just hot glue that to your sign. And that is it, my friend. This DIY is done. Super cute. I gave this to my neighbor. Actually, a lot of the DIYs in this video I end up giving to my neighbors. To be honest with y'all, I just have so much decor and I love making new decor. So friends, family, neighbors, here you go, my friends. A lot of this is going to them. But I do think this looks really high end. It looks like something you find at Hobby Lobby for a lot more than like $6. But another idea is to pick up a pack of their burlap leaves. They sell these in many different colors, and I think they come in 2 different shapes. You're just going to take one of the leaves. You only need one, so you still have 4 left in a pack, and just cut it down so the height is a little bit shorter. We're doing the same thing that we just did. So you're making FLL. The only difference here is you're hot gluing a clothespin to the back of your tumbling tower blocks. Then use any ribbon you have on hand or twine or string. You can also use Dollar Tree's mesh ribbon. Super simple, super easy fall banner. And for number 4, we are making a really cool wreath. You just need 12 pumpkins. Now check it out, y'all. Dollar Tree does sell pumpkins, but honestly, I feel like Walmart's the better deal. Not just because of the 2-cent savings. I'm talking about just the color and the look of the pumpkins. Now, for this DIY, I did use Dollar Tree pumpkins because that's what I already had on hand. So I painted them with some more muted fall tone color just to take down the hot neon green and orange. And then just grab one of Dollar Tree's 18-inch wreath forms, which is really a great deal for $1. Hot glue your pumpkins down, just trying to space them out as evenly as you can. Snatch up some of Dollar Tree's raffia, wrap that around the pumpkins, and when you have it in place where you want it, hot glue it. And that's it. So this is a really large wreath for about $14. Y'all, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, they sell stuff like this closer to $40. Such a great DIY deal. And number 5 is actually a DIY I made last year. I never had a chance to upload on my channel. You just need 4 of these wooden boxes from Dollar Tree, and we are going to wood glue them together. Now, wood glue can be sometimes found at Dollar Tree, although I'm not going to lie, I rarely ever see it. I think I've seen it twice in my entire Dollar Tree shopping life. So heads up, Dollar General, Walmart, Home Depot, they sell wood glue all day, every day at a very fair price. So you can snatch it up there. And then optional, you can take some wood filler and fill in the cracks. You don't have to do this. You really won't see the cracks. I just wanted to finish out this DIY. Like, the wood filler is not for any type of support. It's not necessary. Then some more of Dollar Tree's tumbling tower blocks. You're going to take 3 blocks and glue them together using wood glue or gel super glue. Remember, gel super glue is sold at Dollar Tree. It's really easy to find. Then we're going to make a U shape. So we're making supports for candles or whatever you want to decorate the centerpiece with. So 2 little blocks down and then 3 blocks up. I know I'm not describing this perfectly, but thankfully this is YouTube and you can see what I'm talking about here. So this is what it's going to look like when you're done. So in the middle, you got the 2 blocks. Yeah, you got it. All right. And then you can use floral foam and hot glue that down if you want to. I like pool noodles. I think they stay together better and it's just more budget friendly. So just hot glue the pool noodles down and then you're going to add some floral moss, but we are not hot gluing the floral moss. In fact, we're not hot gluing anything else in this DIY. You're just stabbing your floral picks into the pool noodles and kind of laying the pumpkins down from Dollar Tree. Some of them are pumpkin clips, so I clipped them down and I love the way this DIY turned out. This is a very large DIY, beautiful centerpiece. And the great thing is it can be used year round. Like stuff like this at Joann's or Michael's, Kirkland's goes for almost $50 once again. But we can make our own for a lot less and we can change out the florals with the season. Number 6 on our list, we are making a really nice fall topiary using dollar supplies. So snatch up one of Dollar Tree's toy foam balls. They have basketball, soccer balls. It doesn't matter which ball you pick up. Paint it black, hand paint it, spray paint it. I always prefer spray painting. And then you can snatch up a dowel rod 3 feet long for less than $1 at Walmart. Pick one of those up and just paint it brown. It doesn't matter what color brown. And then stab that into your ball. Then you will just need 8 of Dollar Tree's leaf picks, but if you can't find 8 matching at Dollar Tree, which I understand can be hard to do sometimes, no worries, my friend. Give Walmart about a week or 2. They're going to start putting their fall stuff out. They got all kinds of 97-cent fall floral picks and just put that all over your ball. You're not putting them super close together. In fact, there will be some gaps, and that's okay because from a distance, you will not be able to tell that you made a topiary out of a kid's toy ball. Optional. Go to Mother Nature. She gives away sticks for free. Grab some up and put them around the base of our topiary, just the same. Also optional is using one of Dollar Tree's vine wires and wrapping that all the way around the base, and then just floral foam, stab that into a Dollar Tree tin, and then put it into a bigger bin. And that's it. So I made this for a neighbor once again. This is the same neighbor that I had made a lemon topiary for. And if you want to use a Dollar Tree larger planter as a base, you can do that too, and that looks great. In fact, here's the lemon topiary I made for her, and this has the Dollar Tree larger planter as a base, and I just spray painted it white. So however you want to do it, totally customizable. It's up to you. If you grab one of Dollar Tree's bamboo wreaths, they have these in a smaller size and a larger size. We're using the larger size for this DIY, and 4 of the burlap leaves that look like this. So we got 2 orange, 1 dark brown, and 1 light tan. So the first pack of orange, there's 5 to a pack, I spray painted with a warm caramel. I love Rust-Oleum spray paint. It has great coverage. 1 thick coat on each side. I didn't need to do 2 coats on anything else like that, but you can totally hand paint these just the same. And then the second pack of orange, I went with the gold Rust-Oleum copper. Actually, I don't know if it's gold or copper, forgive me. I think this one was actually the gold paint and spray painted the other pack of orange gold. Then they also have this shape. It's a thinner leaf. So one pack I spray painted white and the other pack I just left alone. So in total, we have 5 colors of each. So we've spent $6 so far. Are you still with me? Awesome. No, $7 if we count the wreath form. Then all you got to do is just push your leaves into your wreath. No hot glue is needed. And that's it. This was probably one of my favorite wreath DIYs I made for fall last year. But I gave this away to somebody, so I'm actually probably going to make another one. I just think it looks really cool. It's a different take on a fall wreath, and I think it can go with almost any style, and you can customize it. You can spray paint whatever color you want. For number 8, you just need to snatch up 2 of Dollar Tree's door tags. It doesn't matter the style. You can have, 4th of July, Valentine's Day. They have some out for summer right now, and just paint them white. Then this is a free printable I made last year. And as always, whenever I make a printable, I share it with you for free, and that is linked in the description. If you don't have a Cricut, you're going to print that out, scribble all over the back with a pencil, and then trace out with a pencil. Spoiler alert, I don't have a Cricut either. And then you're going to trace it out with a Sharpie. Actually, you could just go ahead and start painting, but I don't have a steady hand, so I like to trace with a Sharpie and then go back and paint. And then just to make this more look like a print and not something that we hand painted, I just swipe some sandpaper over there like 3 or 4 times, and it makes it look more like a stamped print instead of like the shaky paint lines. Does that make sense? If not, you'll see in the end. Then Dollar Tree will sell these decorative pumpkins. You technically get 2 pumpkins for $1. And we are using the pumpkins without the cutouts in the middle. Just paint that orange, paint the stem green. And then because I feel like this looks kind of like an apple, this is optional though, I went back and made the rungs are for a ladder. I don't know what they're called, but the indentions in the pumpkin to make it look more so like a pumpkin, then just hot glue that down. Then Dollar Tree does carry stencils, and if you can't find that, no worries. On the free printable, I did add the word pumpkin, so you can do pumpkin by using stencils or the same way we did hello. Hot glue our door tags together, add some twine at the top, and bada bing, bada boom, this is done. You can also add some ribbon at the top, and that's what my neighbor did to make this super cute. Use this instead of a wreath, or you could put it under some, outdoor lights. You can do whatever you want with it. It's your DIY. It's your prerogative, my friend. Another idea that can be used indoors or outdoors is grab up one of Dollar Tree's 8x10 frames. I got the wood look texture, optional. You can paint it white or leave it as is. The neighbor I gave this to, she has a darker door, so I painted this white. And then snatch up one of Dollar General's grill covers. It's a bright silver, so I spray painted mine brown, but that's totally optional once again. And then just trace out the size of your frame, 8x10, and cut that out. And then all you have to do is just fit your grill cover back into your frame, use a little bit of hot glue, and now we can get creative. So Dollar Tree does sell white pumpkins in this clip style. I have yet to see them. I have yet to see them at any of my Dollar Trees near me, which is fine because I always have spray paint on hand. So I easily spray painted them. Heirloom white, one of my favorite spray paints ever. And then just added the stems back in after I was done. So you can only find the neon orange. Don't worry about that. You can hand paint or spray paint. And then they also sell these 4-pack of picks, and I can find these, or I did. I was able to last year, find these in cream. But since I already spray painted the other ones, I went ahead and spray painted the orange just the same. And I just used smoky beige, another paint color I always have on hand. Now you can get super creative and just add whatever florals or picks you have on hand, and we're not using a full pick of anything. So I'm really just pulling apart pieces of florals I already had on hand. All of these are from Dollar Tree except for the 98-cent Walmart little smaller eucalyptus bush. And then this letter, the letter G, was from Walmart. It was for my neighbor's last name. I think this looks really cool. Once again, this is something you can use indoors or outdoors. You can customize it. You could also do something similar for Christmas or summer or spring. Very versatile. This is a yard stake available at Dollar Tree. So pull off the truck and then you can save the arrow for a different DIY. This stake itself we are using for a later DIY in this video. This is going to be one of the simplest and easiest DIYs. One of Dollar Tree's 12-inch wreath forms, 9 of Walmart or any stores, you can use Dollar Tree just the same, boxwood. Although I do feel like Walmart really annihilates Dollar Tree when it comes to just greenery picks. Florals, Dollar Tree's great, but just straight up greenery, Walmart kills it. So 9 picks, it's going to look like that. You fluff it out. Then all you got to do is hot glue your truck down. You can use some of Dollar Tree's chalkboard contact paper, put that over the back, and now you can customize it. I gave this to another neighbor. Her last name really isn't Smith, but I just don't want to like blast her last name all over the internet. Added a burlap bow, and that is it, my friend. And the cool thing is you can change out the truck, so you can use that wreath year round too. Okay, so remember how we used the solid pumpkin in a previous DIY? Now we are using the pumpkin with the slits in the side. And all we are doing is painting that green and then using Dollar Tree's furniture scratch marker to color the stem brown. And we're done with that pumpkin for now, so set that to the side. Then one of these DIY pumpkins, I think it's funny, that's what they call it. DIY, like everything at Dollar Tree's DIY. These DIY pumpkins, we're taking a furniture scratch marker, coloring in the rim of it or the outline of it. And then I just mixed 2 paint colors, but you can mix whatever paint colors you want or whatever you prefer, and painted the middle. And then set that to the side. Lastly, one of these larger wood decor pumpkins, which is not labeled or marketed as a DIY pumpkin, but what else would it be? It's a plain wood pumpkin. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's kind of funny that they called the previous one a DIY pumpkin. Anyways, furniture scratch marker, just make checkers. And then on top of the furniture scratch marker, you're going to use the paint of your choice, mix it with water so it's more translucent, and just paint that all over your pumpkin. After that, go back with one of Dollar Tree's white paint pens, and you're making checkers again, but this time you're going like in the middle where we did the furniture scratch marker. And this looks fine as is, but I don't know. I wasn't happy with how it looked. I wanted something orange, and I still felt like it looked like a checkered apple. So I just mixed some orange paint. Well, I made some orange paint mixed with water. And then I tried to outline the dips in the pumpkins. What are those called? I know they're not called wrongs. That's for a ladder. But anyways, after all that's done, you just hot glue all 3 pumpkins together. And then remember the stake that we pulled off of the truck yard stake from like 2 DIYs back? Use that, hot glue that on the back, and then optional, add a little bow on the top. And this is another DIY I made for a very sweet neighbor of mine. Like, Diane, if you're watching, I hope you are. I love you so much. You are like the best neighbor ever. Thank you. And I made this for her last year. And you can use it outside, put it in a big pot of flowers, but you could use it inside too. Put it in a pot of faux flowers or maybe one of your house plants. Number 12 is another one of those super simple DIYs. You just need a pack of make your own, cut out, whatever, maple leaf ornaments. These are wood. I hate how they have the hole at the top of the leaf. I really wish it was at the bottom. So I filled the top with some wood filler and then just painted it orange, actually leftover orange from the last DIY. And then hot glued, forgive me, gel super glue, a little bead to where the stem is. Now we have some options, my friend. You can get 5 to 6 packs of Dollar Tree's hair beads. You can use 5 to 6 packs of Dollar Tree's colorful decorative beads and then spray paint them white. But I am a wood bead enthusiast, so I buy beads by the bulk. And I stain my beads with coffee. I love doing that. I've shown so many DIYs on this. Once again, the original videos will be linked in the description. So if you want to see the full tutorial, like not the Cliff Note versions, I will have my fall playlist linked down below. And I love the way this turned out. I think it's really cute, indoors or outdoors. Number 13, all you need is one of Dollar Tree's 18-inch wreath forms and 9 mums total. but you can get different color mums. In fact, I suggest you get different color mums, 2 or 3 colors. And all you have to do is just take 3 of the mums, so just the flowers themselves, bunch a pack of 3 together, and then hot glue them down to the wreath form. Do your next color, and then you can alternate. You could even make this ombre, it really doesn't matter. And then the leaves you pulled off, don't throw those away. Save those, because you're just going to go back and use a few of those and hot glue those behind the flowers. And that's it. This DIY literally takes less than 10 minutes. The only thing that takes the longest is waiting for the hot glue gun to heat up really. And this is a very large size wreath. My door does not do it justice. My neighbor I gave it to, she has a black door. It looked beautiful on her black door, but I just wanted to show you the size and how nice this looks outside. So yeah, that was it. And number 14, all you need is some of Dollar Tree's burlap ribbon, 1 of their fashion scarves, preferably the black buffalo check, because that's totally fall. And then if you go to Dollar General, you can get 2 super large flour sacks, like really big tea towels pretty much, for $2, so $1 each. Cut those up and then make a pattern, tie it to some twine, bada bing, bada boom, you have yourself a nice banner for fall. I've also seen these type of banners used for birthday parties, and I think this could also be used for Christmas. It could go either way, depending on your decor style. This next DIY, we are making some pillows. I've done this so many times on my channel, but I'm going to do a real quick recap. You just need 2 Dollar Tree's bath mats, cut off the corners, fold in the sides opposite, so like parallel to each other, boatload of hot glue, smash that down and let that cool, like all the way. Then Dollar General will sell $1 doilies, I believe I'm saying that right, that are pumpkins, and you just can hot glue that on top of your pillow. This is decorative, so it doesn't matter, like it'll stay, it's fine. But also the size of the pillows, I want to show you. You can sew this, but if you want to hot glue, this is how strong these mama jammas are. So I just pulled like as hard as I could to show you the strength of the sides. And then on the top and the bottom, we are going to hand sew this. You use a larger upholstery needle or a hair sewing needle, can be found at Dollar Tree or Walmart, and some of Dollar Tree's twine. And you're going to do a blanket stitch. Now, if you want a very full detailed tutorial, I've actually done a lot of videos on how to do this, but I'll have the detailed tutorial video linked in the description. To fill up your pillow, just use some Dollar General's, $2 each, regular pillows. So 2 pillows from Dollar General will make 1 pillow from Dollar General will make 2 of our Dollar Tree pillows. And that's it, my friend. There you go. Super cute fall pillow. But another pillow idea is, and we're not going to go through the whole sewing and hot gluing stuff all over again, is to use some of the burlap leaves from Dollar Tree, pull off the wire piece on the back, and then just hot glue the leaves down. And this time we're going to make a lumbar pillow. So instead of hot gluing the sides together, we hot glued the top and bottom and we sewed the sides. And that's it. How cute are these? And I love these because you can flip these around, so you can use them all year round, but also if they're just want to be used as seasonal, it's fine. Like the lumbar pillow cost me $4 to make. You really can't beat that. And the big pillow, just the same, $4 to make. Where else can you get super cute pillows like this for only $4? And they look nice. Like they don't look like DIY pillows. For number 17, you are going to need 1 of Dollar Tree's Willow wreath forms, although let me know. I don't even know if they're selling this style of willow wreath anymore. I think they're like more of the bamboo wreath form, and that's what they have it labeled as, or the white willow wreath. And then you'll need 4 of Dollar Tree's greenery picks, or you can get 4 for 97 cents at Walmart. And you're going to need some brown spray paint. I'm using Rust-Oleum, and you're going to take 3 of your picks and spray them brown. Then you're going to take 1 of your picks and spray them white. So I guess I should say stems. This is all 1 pick. So I left 2 of the stems green, sprayed 2 brown, and sprayed 1 white. And then you're going to spread them apart and push them into your willow wreath. No hot glue is needed, and you only need 4. You're really going to spread them out, like bend back the wire part, and then just take some of Dollar Tree's pumpkins, and more of Dollar Tree's mums and hot glue those down. Some of Dollar Tree's raffia and hot glue that beneath your pumpkins. And then optional, go back with some of their mini mums and add that in too for a little bit more dimension. This is probably one of the favorite DIY fall wreaths I made last year. And if you do want like a more detailed tutorial, I will have the whole wreath video linked in the description just the same. But I do think this looks like something that you would purchase from Joann's or Michael's for a heck of a lot more money than we just spent less than $15. Number 18, all you got to do is snatch yourself up one of Dollar Tree's pizza pans, and you have some options. So you can go to Dollar General and get $1 contact paper. It's chalkboard contact paper. Cut that out and push that onto your pizza pan. Or you can grab some Rust-Oleum spray paint chalkboard paint. And if you're going to do that, make sure you do wash your pan first with a scrub pad, like an abrasive scrubber. So I use the spray paint because I have that on hand. But once again, you can get it for $1 at Dollar General. Use some of their wood branches and hot glue or gel super glue that all the way around your pizza pan, which is now our chalkboard. To hang this, I just used one of Dollar Tree's phone ring holders and duct taped the bejesus out of the back because I put it outside and I didn't trust the adhesive that comes on the phone ring holder to work with nothing else. And I do trust duct tape. So there you go. Super cute chalkboard. And this can also be used year round. Now, number 19 is not my style, but it was my neighbor's style, so I was more than happy to make that for her. So we just used one of Dollar Tree's gather sign and spray paint it in a hammered brown Rust-Oleum spray paint. Then another one of Dollar Tree's love signs, and I spray painted that white. Once again, you can always hand paint. I prefer spray painting because I'm a spray painting gal. Anytime I can spray paint out of the spray paint, then hand paint. And then you just need one of Dollar Tree's little table decor signs. These are not the solid wood ones. They are the MDF ones that are put together more like a box, and you're just going to pull that apart. Mark off the height of your sign, and then Dollar Tree's saw, it's not great, but it is good for these DIYs, like very, very thin MDF. And so I did use that. There is a place for the Dollar Tree's handsaw. That and cut and pull noodles is the only thing I have found it handy for. Put your plaid MDF boards on each side, hot glue your gather sign to the middle, and then you can hang this however you want. To make it kind of different, I just took some Dollar Tree's wire, wrapped it around a dowel rod, and made a little spring, pulled that apart, and then hot glued those to the back. And there you go, my friend. You got a really cute gather sign. Whether it's your style or not, you have to admit, it's super cute. It doesn't look DIY'd. It looks like something you could find in stores for a lot more than $3. And you have made it to number 20, which is my favorite, one of my favorite DIYs ever. Dollar Tree's wood stems, you need 3 to 4 bags. I'm really hoping that I can find these in stores again because I love these for fall and Christmas. Then trace out a circle. So I just used 2 plates from my kitchen cabinets to trace out on Dollar Tree's poster board, circles, cut that out, and you just lay out your wood branches all the way around that circle. Hot glue that down to keep them in place, and then go back with some wood glue. Or you could use Mod Podge, depending on how covered your front door is, or if you're even going to use this outdoors or not. Let that totally dry at least overnight. And so this is what it looks like. I did use wood glue, let it set out outside overnight and let it dry. And then I'm just using some of Walmart's lamb's ear, but you can use whatever you want, so 2 lamb's ear for $2, so $1 each. And then some of Dollar Tree's cotton picks. I just bought 4 stems and crisscrossed those apart from each other, and then used some of Dollar Tree's floral wire. And I love this kind because it has a little snip part where you can cut it off and put that together. And then I went back and added the cotton stems, which was kind of tricky to work with because you really have to pull it apart and maneuver them so it doesn't look so fake and stiff. And then I added that to our little swag piece just the same. And then the trick to doing this, because I don't want to hot glue to the wood stems. In fact, I did not hot glue to the wood stems. That way the wood stem form or the wreath form can be used for multiple seasons. In fact, I went back and made another wreath for Christmas for this same neighbor because I didn't hot glue the floral swag down. So we have our floral swag, and then you can use some Dollar Tree's black and white buffalo check ribbon and make a bow. I cannot make a bow. I tried. I probably wasted 4 hours of my life trying to make this bow. I watched so many tutorials, some of the best tutorials I could find, but even they couldn't help me. I'll keep practicing though, is Olivia's Romantic Home and Ramon at Home. They are some bow making kings and queens. They really kill it. And then to add everything together, I just use a zip tie because like I said, I didn't want to hot glue. I wanted to be able to reuse this from season to season. Or not me. I wanted my neighbor to be able to reuse this from season to season. And I just think this is such a cool wreath. It's very different. Nothing like I had seen before. And I love the way it turned out. If you're still here, I'm assuming you're totally digging the early fall decor. If that's the case, check it out, my friend. Sarah Jane, Chic on the Cheap, my BFF, she just put out a video of 15 different fall DIYs. I'll have her video linked in the description. And then Jamie, the crafty DIY guy, he's having a video coming out on Saturday, July 17th. So if you're watching this video after the 17th, that video is out, my friend. I will also have his channel linked in the description. And hey, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, these are my favorite from last year. So if you want to see the original videos, I'll have them linked to the right and to the left. So much love to you, my friend, and I will catch you next time.